What's good, y'all? Y'all know what the day is. Y'all know what I'm gonna ask y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I just woke up. It's day 30. It's 335 days left to go. What have you done with your day? What have you done with your time? Have you been trying to prepare to take care of those things that you've been meaning to take care of? Have you come up with a plan to get your goals and affairs in order to accomplish the things that you've been putting off and procrastinating about for so long? Get it together. Get it in order. Make it happen some kind of way. Don't do yourself an injustice by wasting a day when you could be doing something positive or productive. Do a little bit at a time. Keep the plans in your head. If what progress to you is not going to look like progress to anybody else. Only you know when you're making progress. You can't worry about you can't just get out here and just be doing stuff to be seen. Because that's why you shouldn't talk about your plans to people. I mean, you could talk about them, but for me, you can't talk about them in depth because you don't need the outside criticism that could possibly deter you from doing something that you really, really want to do. But the progress is going to be up to you. Let's say you got a busy schedule, and I always tell folks, if you make time to go to the gym, if you make time to spend time with your kids, don't treat the gym like it's a second job. That way you probably don't want to go. You probably don't want to do these other things. I'm going to say make some time to do the extra stuff. So I got a buddy, and I was talking with him about, doing some stuff. He said, man, I don't have time. Excuse me. He was like, man, I don't have time. I got to go to the gym. I got to go get my kid. I got to go do this, baseball practice, this, that, and the third. And I was like, I don't think it's wrong for a parent that is, a busy parent. I don't think it's wrong for them to make time for themselves to do something they wanted to do. I think that most people are not going to be able to give as much time as they want to give to a project. And, some people say, well, I don't want to start on it if I can't finish it. That's cool. But it makes me think of Terry Crews. Terry Crews used to play professional football, before he became an actor. I think he did some bodyguard work too. But when he was in the NFL, I don't think he wasn't a starting player or whatever. He could paint really well, they say. And when his teammates found out about it, they would commission him to do work for them. And he said that his teammates would pay like good money for his work. And he said in order for him to have extra money, he would do paintings for them. And then he said it would take like a week to paint one painting. So you got to think about it. You know, in between practice and stuff like that, he had to make, you know, time. And I know that the average artist can probably get something done because they don't have nothing else to do because they're successful, or they have the time. They can get it done in like 8 hours if they go 8 hours straight. They can, you know, and then later on they probably still not satisfied with it. But Ted Cruz said he took, you know, some hours a day, an hour a day. He would work on it every day until he was done with it because he really couldn't afford to not make time for this extra income. So you might not have an hour to give to this project that you're trying to do, but you do have minutes, and you do have, you can sit back and put some time into it. Don't forfeit the little bit of time you have to achieving your goal, because you got a busy lifestyle, you got kids, you got the wife, you got extracurricular activities, you got family stuff. I mean, a sacrifice got to be made somewhere if you really, really want to get something somewhere. I don't think my coworker, has anything else on his mind other than family, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a great thing. If he's putting his kid first and he's only limiting his personal time for himself at the gym to, you know, keep himself healthy. There's nothing wrong with that. This dude is probably like close to 300 pounds, and he's got like a 36-inch vert. Like, I've seen it, you know, and he wouldn't just get that in a day. He had to be consistent with that. He had to be able to do that. He's a big dude, and he could do that. I don't even think I could do that, but he had to work at it. And just like anything else, you had to give it time. So his priority is health and his family. And there's not, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you really got something in your heart that you want to do, and you claim you don't have time, do you really not have time? Ask yourself that. Whatever you got going on, whatever you had on your heart, I want to start doing this. I want to start doing, and on top of that, he was going to school too. And so he got his certificate, whatever it is he was going to school for. You would say you don't have time. I say 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. You'll sit still 10 minutes doing nothing. We'll do that. We'll sit still for 10 minutes doing nothing, that's doing something that's not worth our time. And he don't even watch TV like that. He don't do YouTube. He don't do anything like that unless it's something he's doing, like with real estate. He's got this thing for real estate, and he just studies finances and stuff like that. It's not a class that he's taking. He does this so he can better himself. And maybe he has no other aspirations, but for the average Joe like myself who wants to try to really put their talents forward and get something out of what they know how to do, you know, really put their talents to work and get something out of it, benefit from it. 5-10 minutes a day. Don't say you don't have time. You're just not taking the time. That's why it's called take the time to do the things that you like to do. Take that time, because it's not afforded to us. You sitting around doing nothing, you know, come home from work and, man, I got 10, 15 minutes. Let me jot down this idea. Let me refine this idea. Let me draw this sketch for this invention that I got in my head. Because it's never going to get to where anybody can see it if you haven't started on it. You're never going to get the end result if you haven't started on it. So stop wasting time. Today is day 30, 335 days to go. Stop wasting time, because we ain't got time to waste. Peace.